Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we are back to update my savings challenges. This is for the last week of February. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Hope y'all are having a super fantastic Sunday. Let's get started with the save the change. Some reason in my head, I'm like, did you stick some laundry quarters in here? I feel like I did. Let's take out my Aldi quarter. I always keep my laundry quarters in a Ziploc bag, and typically I like to wear like jeans or something where I can just stick my quarters in my pocket, but I feel like I did something different, and I hate it, but I can't remember what happened. But what it does is when I get to my wallet, I end up throwing change into my wallet that was probably my laundry quarters. So I have $1.07 this week. Isn't that neat? So it was $1.70 last week, $1.07 this week. So I had $29.99 as my beginning balance. So I'm adding $1.07. I should be able to do that math, but I don't feel like it. $31.06. No, I actually have like a low-grade headache right now, but it's nothing but the allergies. And so we're up to 30 bucks for the Habitat for Humanity, and I am super stoked about that. I have created my account, so I am about ready. I'm thinking that after next week I'm going to cap off the challenges for a couple of weeks or so. It just depends. It just depends because, you know, I'm applying for a new rental and stuff, and I got to really get really serious about getting everything booked and ready, and I need some time just to make sure we're on par for where we're supposed to be. Oh, that's heavy. And so still mulling it over, but I'm thinking after week 14 I may take a few weeks off and then pick back up in, what week is that? Like in Q2. So that'll be like the first week of April. I know I have jury duty coming up, so I have to check on that. And call in, well, not call in, I think I just have to log in or something to check and see if I have been selected. Alright, so this is 1969. But yeah, I have a lot of stuff, like just a lot of moving parts, and I'm like, maybe a few weeks, you know, reduce my videos and focus on getting some things done. I can get some, if fingers crossed, if we get it, I can get some footage so y'all can actually see the place, what it looks like. And so 1969, that's 1 plus 9 is 10, 6 plus 9 is 15, so that's 25. But I can get some footage for you guys so you can see it without anything being in there. If you don't know, so here's the coin challenge. And the coin challenge was created by Mortgage With Me. Her name is Nicole. And so you select a coin, you add up the numbers of the year, and then you add that money into the challenge. So I chose 1969. And I'm going to be adding $25. But yeah, I can get some footage and stuff like that, but then at least take a little bit of pressure off of me. And if I, you know, like, I can get back on it, so it's not like I'm going to go into the jars and start spending the money. Only thing that will be taken care of is my donation. I will take care of my donation. Habitat for Humanity is a cause I can get behind. I am getting to the point where I can't go to the build sites anymore, and I don't know if the company is going to sponsor the events. You know, like we used to have the days we would actually go out and work. I think I'm just getting to a point where my allergies get so inflamed it takes me a couple of days to recover from all of that. So y'all do not need to hear me wheezing and stuff on camera. I don't need to see all that, because that's a little scary for some people. But for me, I'm doing it and I may not even hear it. But yeah, let me get the 25 out of here. And then I'm going to do a count, and then I'm going to do a bill exchange to take some of these smaller bills out and give some of these larger bills that are in my cushion, put them in here. But yeah, and I also, this is stuff like when the movers come, it's like, okay, I got to make sure I put everything, like this kind of stuff has to be put up and make sure it's safe. So it's a lot of moving parts, and I'm a list maker, so I got to go make my list. And I haven't had a chance to make my list to make sure I cover everything, everybody. And it is all, you know, done. Everything will go smoothly. It's just going to be, it's going to be a nightmare. So y'all pray for whoever has to interact with me. When we moved here, I hired some movers, and I don't know who they gave my information to. But this company calls me. But let me count this. 50, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. So that's 200, 220, 230, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 266. But yeah, this company calls me, right? And they're asking me all these questions. Well, the moving company didn't tell me that they gave my information out to this company. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's $100 here. I am going to exchange that. So see, going in here, pulling out that $100 bill. So I'm going to use that and put the 20s back into the stash. But they didn't tell me. So this guy, he's calling me, he's asking me all these questions, and I'm like answering. I'm like, why? Because I'm not a person who is, you know, like, I don't give out a lot of information over the phone, and so I don't, if I haven't done business with you, it's best not to call me. 20, 40, 60, what am I doing? 5, 10, 15, 20. I wish they were 20s. It's $20. But so we're gonna exchange that. And so he's asking me, and I think he gets to the question when he's asking me if I lived alone. Man, I must have went off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's see. Let's see if I got, I take this 10 and this 10. That's another 20. So there. But yeah, I went all the way off on that guy, because I'm like, so you just call women and ask them if they live alone, you know? That's a nice way for me to get my door kicked in, giving you information like that. And plus you already have certain things about me, like my new address, where I'm moving from, you know, like all this stuff. And so, man, 1, 2, 20, 40, 65, 6, 266. So 266 in the coin challenge, y'all. It is still there. But yeah, I went off on that guy, and he was like, no, it's just a survey. And I'm like, a survey for what? Why would I answer any of these things? And y'all know where I live, and y'all know what they do. If you don't know what happens around in Memphis, yeah, you don't give out too much information, because some people just sit back and wait on it. That's all they do. Stealing is an occupation. So for this week, this was a very disappointing week. I barely moved. I worked really long hours. Very stressful week. And so I only lost like 0.2. It's better than gaining 0.2, and I keep telling myself that. But it was kind of frustrating, because I couldn't do any of the activities I wanted to do. And it's just like, oh, this is not good. This is not good. Because when I get into that headspace, the first thing I want to do is eat. So yeah, I'm kind of upset with myself, because it's like I have boundaries, but when it comes to in the workplace, for some reason I don't enforce my boundaries, right? So people just continue to step on them, and it's like, okay, so this is $2 I'm adding this week, and that's 0.2 times 10. You know what it is, you know why it's done. What's the problem with saying no, right? So that's 100, 150, 170, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200. Yay. 201. Yay, 201. But yeah, so yeah, I flipped out on that guy. I flipped out on him, and I felt bad after the fact, but I was telling my sons the questions, and they were like, well, we get it, because technically, he has all this information on me. And so I called the moving company, because I'm like, did you sell my information to another company? Like, why would they call me? Because they were asking things like, we could transfer your lights, and we can do this, we can do that. That was already done. I mean, I just called MLGW. I could have utilities on at 2 places, and I gave them the due date for turning off the utilities. So everything as far as utilities, internet, everything was already done. So I'm like, you didn't ask if I wanted this service. You just went ahead and gave this company. So this guy just got a good cussing. And you can thank yourselves for the cuss out he received, because you don't give out a single woman's information. You don't give out anybody's information, because you can put somebody in a bad position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm not 10, 15. What did I just say? That's 20, 30. Let's count that again, because me and my math today. 20, 30, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. But, like, I'm like, no. I don't know these people. And this stuff I wouldn't say. So I got 201 here. So now that is consolidated down. So all that is there. So, but yeah, that puts everything back. So I'm thinking that after week 14, so that'll be next Saturday will be the last update you'll see, and then I'll start a new one starting in the beginning of April. So that way I can take some time to get the move done, and I don't have to worry about having like having the jars out and stuff like that. I can lock everything up in the safe, everything's going to be taken care of, because from that point, once it goes into the safe, my sons would be doing the transport. They're my security. If you didn't know, I got a whole lot of ones in here. They're definitely needed. But yeah, that was like the worst thing, because he was just asking me so many weird questions for me, and I'm quite sure there are people who need services like that, but it's like, if I wanted it, I seek it out. You don't have to sell my stuff to anybody, because I'll take care of it, or at least ask me. Ask the question. Don't make the assumption, because if you do, your efforts will not be rewarded, or they will be rewarded, but not in the way you expected. So it's like, do not sell my personal stuff to people. And plus, I don't talk that much about, like who's on where. And I know I told you guys, part of the reason why I like living in Memphis, why my sons live with me, is because of the fact that they keep other never-do-wells from kicking in my door. A single woman has a predictable schedule, but when they see men coming and going, for some reason they stay away, and they don't know that those men are my sons, because I'm not walking around chit-chatting it up with everybody. But yeah, that is everything. So 201 in the weight loss, 266 in the coin challenge, so that's moving along. I'm gonna have to go to the Apple store Monday, because my phone now, it can't be off the charger at all. So I got to get that battery changed. That'll give me some life, and I can at least work my way up to $1,000 in here. And so we're at $30 in the save to change, and I'll make sure that I keep going for the next couple weeks. I'll probably just do like a general post as I keep adding change to the jar, because I got 3 lines here, and then that way I can add a little bit more money to there and then cut that to Habitat for Humanity. But thank y'all so much for watching. Let me know how your saving challenges are going, and we will talk again on Tuesday for my cash envelope stuffing. Y'all have a great one. Bye.